Good morning, YouTube. Welcome back to another daily scuttlebutt with Ivy's Family Factotum. Woke you up, did I? I will. Did you say good morning? Come here. Come here. Hey, good morning. No, over here. Look. Over here. Look. Not me, silly. I know. All right. Mwah. Love you. Go lay down. Go. Push it out. Oh, my goodness, you're so heavy. All right, get down. Get down. Oh, thank you. Get down. Thank you. So, yes, I know. I keep saying daily vlog, daily scuttlebutt, and sometimes it's not daily. But yesterday was just not a good day. Not really gonna go into any details, but I just was not in the best mental mindset yesterday to be recording any type of video. Yeah, I was not a nice person yesterday at all, and it's just I know that I should not be like that, and it definitely affects myself and the family and such, and I try not to do that. So I ensured that today was a better day to get up and actually, help Gladys in the morning, get the girls ready for school, get them and stuff. And I want to try to do that more often. So, just to be a help and not a hindrance. So today, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. All right. So today, what's on the agenda? What What happened yesterday? What happened? What's happening today? Well, yesterday, like I said, was not really a good day. So not a whole lot got done. I mean, the things that needed to happen, right? Went and dumped some trash. Went and filled up the water buffalo. Did those things. I thought I was gonna have to dump the sewage yesterday, but the tanks really weren't that bad, so I'll probably end up doing that today, maybe even tomorrow. I know one thing though, I'm about at my wits end with having to haul water and having to dump sewage, and that's one of the things that whenever we get the RV moved over to the other location over on the other side, will actually be connected to the well. So I won't have to haul water. We'll be close enough to the dump station to where I can just run the line straight there. So whenever everything is full, I just dump directly into the septic, and I won't have to worry about hauling, with the portable tank. And I cannot wait, because that day is going to be amazing. That way, we can utilize those things. The tank, which the portable water tank, the water buffalo, is getting kind of gross. And even though we have a filter on the side of the RV, it doesn't filter out everything. And I know that that's one of the things that I really need to paint that tank black, or get one of the covers to put on there to kind of help it prevent, the bacteria growth and such, just the algae growth, the also, because that's what's happening now, and we're showering with that, and it's not the greatest. So obviously the filters help, because the pump itself has a 50 micron pre-filter before even going into the pump, so that gets rid of like any of the big sediment items. It does capture a lot of stuff, but I have to clean it out almost every other day. So That is a big help. Obviously, once we get the main pump house and stuff done, I do plan on getting another 50 micron um, pre-filter, and I actually want to I want to install that before the tank, right? The pressure tank. So basically, so anything coming directly out of the well, I want it to go through that filter first, because you can rinse that, you can clean that out, right? That's not a filter that you have to replace. It can be washed, it can be cleaned, that's really all it's for. Because I know that there's other filters too that filters out sediment and such, but until I can get someone here to actually go through and redo uh, the well, because we do want to try to, and the air's gonna kick on. We do want to try to go down like at least another 50 feet, to get to 150 feet. I do think that would help a little bit with just the clarity of the water. I know one thing too, that we really need to get uh, the sleeve right. It needs to be fixed, because it is broken. At least at the top is broken. And one of the things that we have a lot here too is shell. Arkansas is real big with shell and the black sand and all that stuff. At least down where the water is coming from. Okay, and we get that a lot in our water. So whenever everything's being pumped out, it has a lot of that real fine sediment. And I know that a lot of that can be contributed to the well just needs maintenance done to it. So it needs to have basically the thing cleaned out, right? Because it's going to have a lot of that sediment down in the bottom. So I think if we can get that serviced, that would fix a lot of that. Also, getting the filters and all that stuff, so it takes time, right? We're getting there. That's actually going to be one of the next big projects on the list, is getting the pump house and everything done. And I'm probably going to end up utilizing, so a lot of that wood that we had bought for mom and dad's cabin, to start with the flooring and stuff, a lot of that has already been warping and twisting, because it's just been sitting out here, right? Because we shifted over to other things that needed to be done a lot sooner, to be able to have a place for them to stay, because that cabin build is going to take a little bit, right? And so we shifted focus over to doing the shed build. Plus, we got the other little metal shed, and that shed is actually one that mom and dad bought. We put it together. They paid for it because that's going to be their storage. Majority of that is going to be for their storage, and it's also going to be the laundry room. So I have to get that put into its final resting location. But before I can do that, I need to widen out that slab just a little bit, and I'm actually going to be doing that with one of those wooden beams, which I have to drill. I bought some anchoring points, that way I can drill into the concrete and then basically bolt one of those pieces of lumber to the side of the slab, and it's going to allow it to be wide enough to where that shed can sit there. But it's also going to give us a place to be able to anchor it down, and at least on one side. I can always put maybe a screw or two on the concrete side, which I might do, but obviously being able to screw down the wood is a lot easier than screwing down the concrete. Okay, even with the specialty anchors. So that's come down the pipeline. But the biggest thing right now that I need right now is Little Mac. Little Mac, I need to go through and do all the maintenance on it, get all the fluids and stuff changed out, and do the repairs to the bucket. So, because some of our future projects that are coming up, I really, really need the tractor. It's just going to help tremendously with what we need to happen. So that's what I'm going to be focusing on for the rest of this week. Is just getting Lil Mac, you know, back to full operation. Okay, obviously there's still going to be things that is going to be needed, you know, down the pike, because I do need to get like one of the engine overhaul kits and such, and yeah, it just needs a good overhaul. This is one of the tractor, because even though it's an older tractor, it's had a lot of issues, you know, with it over the years that I can tell that has been the thing's been neglected is is what it looks like. So we're just gonna go through and try to fix that as we can, and hopefully by this time next year we'll have something a little bit better, because I really don't want to get rid of the Kubota, the little tractor. It is going to be, you know, a good asset to have, you know, for like a garden area, because it's something, it's small, right? It's able to fit into to trees, you know, or even if I can get a smaller brush hog for it, like a little 4-foot brush hog, it'd be great for keeping up with trails and such, or cutting trails. But until we can get that equipment, right, we got to deal with what we got. But I know for some of the bigger items, some of the bigger things that we need to take care of, land management and things, a backhoe would be nice. I can't do that with the little tractor. So that is one of the things, that one of the bigger purchases that I will be doing in the near future is a bigger tractor. But I got some other financial things that need to be taken care of first. Not necessarily debt relief, which we are focusing towards that, of becoming debt free, but there's other things that I still have to take care of, and those will be ending, you know, fairly soon, within 8 months. So, yeah. But all right, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and leave you with that. Just thank you for continuing to follow the journey, for continuing to share us out, helping us grow, and just coming in and just getting that little bit of insight of things to come on the big channel. And I know I want to try to do a little more even on this channel of, you know, showing you guys some behind the scenes and such, and that will come with time. It's not going to be just me talking to the camera, even though this is more of a vlog style, but I do want to show you guys a little bit more behind the scenes. So those videos that I have done that already actually did okay, not too bad for a little channel. So definitely appreciate you guys, like I said. And remember, last but not least, to always thank a veteran at every chance you get, not only on Veterans Day. We'll see you on the next one. Later, y'all.